Hello everyone, welcome to the new episode of Professionals Unplugged. I am your host Utkarsh Shukla, and let me introduce you to my guest Swati. Swati, thank you so much for accepting our invite.
Namaste, Utkarsh. How are you doing? Thank you so much. My pleasure.
I am good, thank you so much. So let's start with a very basic question. Can you please introduce our audience to yourself, like who you are, what work you do, anything you want us to know about you?
Definitely, Utkarsh. Thank you so much, first of all, for giving me this opportunity. And I would love to introduce myself to your audience and to my audience and to our audience altogether. So, first of all, to even before I introduce myself, I'm a person with vision, first of all. And now to talk about myself as on my background and what I'm doing at present. I am a technical sales professional and also a motivational speaker. So these are my two professions. And talking a bit about my background, I did hotel management as my profession. I mean, that was my bachelor's, but I didn't work into the same industry for a longer time. I moved to complete sales role. That was in corporate sales role back in India. Currently, I live in Dubai and working for a tech company. That's an AI powered company into software development. And that's my job role. Plus, as I mentioned, I'm also a motivation speaker. So that's my own side hustle. That I can also call it my passion because I'm struggling very hard to get through it and get success in the same field. And as I said, I'm a person with a vision. So the vision in my life is to inspire the maximum crowd and bring maximum positive change through my words or through my mindset. And that's how it brought me to my passion. Yeah. Thank you so much.
That's really great. So you started from a hotel management and now into an AI company. If you can just enlighten us on your journey, like from which city you belong, and now you are in Dubai, if I guess it correctly. So if you can just enlighten
Right.
us on the same and have a walk through what you have gone through till now.
Sure. I talking about my birthplace and where I'm from. I am basically from India, and my origin is from Jharkhand. But I was brought up in West Bengal, so I did my schooling and my pre-education in West Bengal. And then, as I mentioned, as my career says, I did hotel management. So that was from different universities due to collaborations and correspondence degrees. So I did my degree from Scotland. That was Edinburgh Napier University. And I had other degrees from a base college called IIHM in Kolkata in India, and also a degree from Bharatiya University in Coimbatore. So overall, I had dual degree and a diploma given by the university. And that's how my hotel management journey started. Talking about my journey, it has been an amazing journey and very exciting because I'm a person who believes in taking action and less thinking. I only think as per required time, and I just focus on taking that one step ahead, which really matters in the journey. And that's how we explore and understand what is best for us to move forward uh, on the go. So that's how my journey started. I pursued hotel management, but there was something as a sales instinct within me that told me somewhere that, okay, Swati, you have to choose this as your career, and this is the best fit for you. So that's how I moved to complete sales role, and I would say technical sales role because I'm also a tech savvy person. I'm a person who loves numbers. I have been always good at maths too. So that's how my tech sales journey started, and it was full of challenges and obstacles and fast learning because I always believed that whatever I do, I'll just focus more on learning and automatically growth will happen. And that was my journey perspective always. And that's how I also moved to UAE more than a year back, and currently in my current role, hustling hard. Yeah.
That's really great. So just coming to that sales role that you have just mentioned, what are the different challenges that you have faced till now as a sales engineer or sales manager, right? So, and how you try to have a growth mindset on it, and just adding more to that question, like how you handle rejection in the sales, because it's not always going to be that you are going to sell up the product to the clients that you are going to face, right? There must be many times when they have a different requirements or they say directly no to the products. How you motivate yourself in that case? Or what's your
Definitely.
mindset? That I mean, sorry to cut you, but in short, I wanted to know your mindset there and how you try to overcome those situations.
Sure. Would love to answer this question. And this question is very interesting. Thank you so much for asking this question. So, Utkarsh, yes, just not sales, be it any field, we know that challenges are the part of the process, and we have to face it by hook or crook. And we have to be very positive throughout the process. Even we are facing a challenge or not, if even if it's going smooth for us, we have to be very positive. First of all, the mindset, it all starts from mindset, right? So it's very important to keep a mindset calm and composed, and at the same time very positive or determined towards what we're doing. Because once our mindset is ready to take things, then automatically challenges are meant for us. I mean, we would not feel consider anything or any obstacle or challenge as the same, because it will be a new opportunity for us. And I always believe any challenges can be described as a new learning or a new opportunity. And if we think like that, then definitely it will help in our growth further, and things will start moving faster because we are taking it positively. We are trying to not negatively think of it and just take out the right things out of it. So yeah, I mean, the challenges that I had faced, definitely there has been multiple in terms of my role, as you asked, in my sales career, especially during the COVID times. As we know, sales is something which is meant to have in a live interaction format, or it's very important to engage with people live, which was the main thing that we had to avoid during the COVID times. So that was the main challenge, because for me, when I used to talk to my clients, I had to meet them in the next step, but that couldn't happen in COVID. But as I said, understanding it's a new opportunity for me and how I can utilize an online interaction really well, I focused on that and tried to come up with different options like webinars or something that I was not doing before, multiple online options to engage with my clients and just balance that non-meeting situation basically. So that really helped. And yes, I would always suggest anyone like working in any field, everyone across their our audience, to just focus on the right solutions whenever we face any challenge, and just take it up as a right spirit and move forward. That's it.
That's really great to hear from you. And coming to the motivational speaker point of view, so at what point in your life you know that this is the passion you want to follow, and how you are trying to have it uh, in a parallel universe with your professional life as well, because you are being a sales manager and a motivational speaker. I know you need to divide the time, right, to pursue your
Right.
passion as well. And sometimes that passion might be colliding with your professional life and vice versa for the same, right? So how you try to decouple them and how you try to couple them as well.
Sure, definitely, Utkarsh. As you said, when we are doing multiple things, it's sometimes hard to manage, but it's again all about our character and mindset, how we are kind towards ourselves first, and then how we can take things confidently and positively. So I follow the same traits for me to balance both the roles. And the best thing that is common in both my passion and profession is that networking is the networking part, I would say, because both needs networking, both needs meeting new people and getting new opportunities in hand. And in one phase or one segment, I'm trying to sell a service or a product, but in another segment, I'm trying to sell my skills or sell my talks, right? So it's all again boiled down to a sales process. So it is common thing for me. That's how I couple both the uh, tasks together. And if I talk about also knowing that both has its own unique way of taking forward, then yes, I follow the process which is required and which I know is important for my growth, which is mainly the content part more in my passion, which is the motivational talk part, where I'm working on my online contents. I'm also doing some instant podcast, and I am learning from your podcast too, which is really inspiring, and I love all your series. Plus, yes, I'm also trying to bring out people's stories to set examples or inspire crowd together, because when we do it in a group, it actually helps and creates a bigger impact. So that's how I'm trying to take up with this journey of my passion. And yes, in my job, I am doing what is given to me as a as my responsibility and what I need to serve to my organization. Yeah.
That's really great to hear. And coming back to the first part of the question, uh, how it started, like when, at what
Hmm.
point like this is your passion. Like most of the
Yeah.
people they struggle to find their passion, right? So just wanted to know the story behind it.
Right. Sorry. Yeah. You asked that question, which is how it clicked in my mind that, okay, I should be pursuing this journey of mine. And that actually started when I tried to know more about myself or how, like, what type of person I am. I definitely knew how I am, but as in terms of career or when you try to relate things with your personality, then I feel we should be only doing things in career also which relates to our personality or can help us grow as a person. So well, the only reason was I am a very positive person, and for me, whenever there's anything negative or anything related to negativity, I try to bring like overcome that very quickly and sort things out, and again like rewind my mindset very quickly in a positive way. So I had that quality in me from childhood or from birth. So I ensured that okay, if I'm already imbibing something, I'll be also doing something to I'll be also teaching or preaching people or inspiring people with the same skill. And also mental health is very important at this point of time where we are seeing people of any generation struggling with mindset uh, part, and remaining calm and composed is very important. So that's the first thing that also clicked my mind when I thought about my crowd or audience whom I'll be delivering to. So this was the reason of starting this journey, and as I said, my vision, which is to inspire people through my talk, that's how I'm taking it forward now. Yeah.
Really great to hear. One question on the same again. So, how you
Sure.
try to find your audience, right? Because when you're starting
Yeah.
something, the initial stage, like the head start, is the most important thing. I think you have already mentioned about networking. Why is it important? So we know that part will click up at this point of the time. So, which things or what things helped you when you started this following this passion? And how
Right.
you felt at the beginning. How was the inception of it?
All right. So to answer this question, Utkarsh, talking about how things started in this journey of my passion, definitely started with networking and understanding mindset of other people, because when I try to understand what any person wants from me as a talk or as a content, it helps me to come up with more unique ideas or topics, because I mainly started with creating my own content, writing my own content, and I want to keep it very natural. My main agenda is to keep it very natural and connected to the crowd that I'm delivering to, because I don't want to keep it in a sophisticated way. I Everyone on this earth likes something which is very down to earth or in a and is brought out in a very caring way, I would say. So that basically I want to always relate to my audience. So that was the main thing with which my content part started. And yes, for networking part, I have been always on with my events, opportunities that I get, or any mode that can help me network with people, like LinkedIn sources or any social media platform that can help me uh, get good connects. And also the reason behind landing in Dubai was uh, one, because of my passion, and definitely because of my job switch too. So that's how my journey started, and I want it to improve it, to learn from it, and keep hustling. Because whatever I'm doing now is just by my own. I've not taken any major certifications or degree for the same. That might definitely happen in future, but I believe in self-learning a lot, failing and learning again.
That's really a great point. I think that you have just mentioned it's important to know yourself and know where you are failing and know where you need to improve yourself. I think that's a pretty good point that you just mentioned to us. Also, coming to your
Right.
journey to the UAE, where you said you have moved there in order to have a better career opportunity, right? So, if you can just elaborate us on how a day look like in your life at this moment and how you manage your task in your day-to-day activity. That will be great to hear.
Right, like how my day looks like. You mean to ask this?
Yes.
Great. Yeah. So as now we all know that I'm handling multiple career of mine, but one is my profession, second is my passion. So yes, I just believe in a routine work format. Discipline is must in everyone's life. So I feel even before we take up any task or whatever we are talking about is related to a success level or success growth or path, right? So even before that, how we are as a person or how well disciplined we are is very important. So for me, there are few major things that I always keep in mind, and it starts from time management. Because once I know that okay, I'm managing my time well, then things becomes very easy to take forward, and prioritizing things in our schedule is very important. So I just prioritize and then just put my action onto it. That's it. That's how anything that I do in my life, whether it's personal, professional, that's how I work on it. And always focus to keep improving and learning. Because if we are constant with something, if we're not changing when we are failing, or even we're not failing, then things will not become better. So these three things, the time management part, uh, putting anything into action as soon as possible, and learning and growing is very important for me to manage everything in my day-to-day life. Yeah.
It's really great to hear. And coming to your dreams, I think that must be to have a better motivational speaker and have reached to wider audience. So I'm going to skip that question. If I ask you if you can share any story from your journey till now that you think is inspiring or that you think should be told to this world, what that will be?
Right. For me, any story that I would like to put forward is in my journey itself, because there's nothing that has been major in my life or something very traumatic, I would say, like not on the negative side or positive side. That is not uh, worth saying. I always say what I do and I feel comfortable about it. And yes, I feel we should be very upfront to talk about our own journey and stories, because it always helps others to learn from it. And same way we can learn from others. So for me, my story is my journey, I would say. I would just bring up 2 points to summarize my story or my journey in a positive way, which is never feel that we have to stay in one phase of our life or any one segment which has given us learning. We can always move forward and take that calculative risk to experience something new, which can be better for us always. So when it comes to decision making, I mean to say we should always be open if we can actually relate it to our personality. That really helps. That's first thing. And second thing is always be open to learn and improve. That's something has helped me, because I have multiple stories related to this particular topic. When I've learned, I've improved, and that's how I'm improving and growing in my life. So these two things should be very important in everyone's life. Yeah.
I think that's the best point to end this podcast. And we should keep growing and be open to the new opportunity. And we should be try to take the risk. Even it will be better if it is a calculated risk, as you have just mentioned. So thank you so much, Swati, for your insights and for your time. It was really a pleasure
No
speaking
problem.
with you.
My
Thank you so much.
pleasure. I would like to also add one quote if you
Yeah,
don't, if you allow
sure.
me. Right. And that's a quote written by me. Since I talk on sales and success skills, so I always say this: let's be excellent whenever it comes to success and sales. Sorry, excellent and unique both. Because when we keep like these two words in our mind, automatically our journey starts showing to be like that. Because then we put efforts accordingly to be unique and excellent. So yeah, it's
I
all
totally
for my
agree.
audience and your audience. Yeah.
Yeah. I totally agree with you on this point. I think for the sales, the best requirement is to be unique on what you are trying to sell up the thing. I think yesterday I had an interview with one of the sales executive. She was also from Dubai. She told me the same thing, like how she is trying to manage the sales. Like, and she told me the secret behind she was like for the last 20 years she was on this sales manager role, and now she's a sales mentor. She told me like to be a good sales manager, you need to be excellent at what you are trying to sell and always try
Yep.
to do that thing in a unique way so that you have an upper hand over your competition. I think the same point that you are also trying to convey with us. So it's great to
Right.
hear such insights from you.
Yeah. And it
Thank you
also
so
helps to maintain relationship with our clients very well when we are
yes.
unique, and they keep and us like they have that they have an experience that is unique from others, and we have more chances to deliver to them in a better way. So yeah.
Yeah. Totally agree on this
Thank you
one.
so much, Utkarsh, for this
Thank you.
opportunity. Really enjoyed it.
Thank you.